My dudes, my guys, my freaking boys, back at it again. Oh no! Don't tell the EPA. Just finished up this roll cage in my friend's 240. I built this week, so it's pretty cool. But now I'm gonna mess with the CRX a little bit. I'll fill you guys in. I worked a little bit on it and I didn't record anything just because I had a couple hours and I was just trying to get some stuff done really quick. So I got the header to fit. I just had to cut it there and angle it, and it fits now. So, and this is either an EG header or it's an EK header. So my buddy had it on his EK, and we had to add this little extension piece in right there to make it fit. So I'm thinking it's an EG one. I could be wrong, I don't know much about it. And then I also started working on the this is gonna be the fuel cell. Everything's just tack welded right now. What I need to do is fully weld it and then fill it up with water and see how much water fills up. I want it to be like 1.75 gallons to 2 gallons. I think it's gonna be close to 2 gallons where it's at. I might have to like shorten it up some. I think it's gonna hold too much right now. But yeah, so this video I want to install my the water pump delete stuff. I want to install that and get that on there, and then I also have a surprise. So you see, what happened is I messaged Luke at 4Piston and was like, hey, what's the best intake manifold do you think I should run? And he messaged me back and said, don't waste my time with intake manifold. I'm gonna go ITBs eventually anyway. So found these for sale used and had to pick them up. They are the Drag Cartel Edition, Kinsler's 70 mils, and they have the carbon trumpets. So it's pretty cool. So never thought I'd ever own a pair of these. So it's all coming together now. It's looking like a real race car. So basically with these, I don't need much like throttle modulation. A lot of people said that like the smaller ITBs you run, like the easier it is for like street driving. This is only not gonna be wide open throttle when I'm driving to the burnout, staging the car, and then driving off the track. So majority of the time that this car is running, it's gonna be wide open throttle. So these should work perfect for my application. I asked a couple other people, they said the 70 mil is good for what I'm trying to accomplish. So here we are. It does look sick though, I'm not gonna lie. It does look pretty badass. All right, this is next on the list of things to do. I forget who I bought this from. I guess that's their symbol there. It's just a water pump delete kit, and I'm gonna run an alternator like I said, so I'll be able to bolt this on and figure all that stuff out. So I'm gonna go ahead and slap this guy. I'm gonna clean that up a little bit, and then I'm gonna slap it on there. Keep in mind guys, this is just a mock-up motor, so it's all like greasy and crappy looking, but it's just for mocking stuff up so I can get stuff figured out in the engine bay where I'm setting stuff and stuff like that. But I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up a little bit and slap that guy on there. All right, so this stud and that stud, I don't know if you guys can see it or if the ITBs are in the way, but these studs have to come out, and it's a 14 mil, I think. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it is. Okay, and I have a castle nut and like a normal like strut nut. So what I'm gonna do is, which way do I want to do this? I guess I'll run this one this way, like that. Or basically we're gonna tighten these up against each other and then back the stud out. So if there's enough room, I just realized that there's not much room on this. Let's see. So we're gonna go like that. I'm gonna put the castle part out because that's gonna be the weakest part. So let's go like this, like that. And then we'll go ahead and tighten this one down. And when I tighten that one down, you're really loosening it. So it loosens up against this guy here, and it should loosen the whole stud up like that. There you go. And just work it out. And then to get your 14 mil back, we can just take this And of course it's not gonna be a 14 mil. And so to get it off, what we're gonna do is put a socket on one side and a socket on the other side, like this, and then break it loose. Like that. There you go. And just do that again for the top one and you're good. And I'm just gonna take this razor blade and get some of the junk off of here. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's all coming back apart. So this is not the final assembly. This is, like I said, this is just to mock stuff up and get stuff figured out where I'm gonna route it and stuff like that so I can get the car wired. So just gonna knock all this stuff off of here. Okay, so I have no clue how this is honestly supposed to go in there because it's got a hole here, which I assume is a breather for the block. This is the one for the water pump. There's also a hole right there. I mean, I guess it's empty. It's mad weird. K-series are weird, man. So just go ahead, we're gonna slap the bolts in. One goes there. I guess this is for if it's a K20 or a K24. This is a K24 bottom end. So it's gonna use that. And then this, I would assume, is the alternator bracket, and I would assume it goes right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and slap all those on and tighten them down real quick. All right, so I got it on. These two bolts don't want to sit down in there flush. They're definitely supposed to. So I think I might just have to drill the holes out a little bit bigger or something like that to get it to sit how it's supposed to. But yeah, so now I guess the next step with that part of things is they said you can run a K series, a B series, or a S2000 alternator. And I was reading that some of the K series ones, some of them, since they're not made, this might be revving this thing out to like 10, 11,000 RPMs. And the stock K series ones don't handle that very well, understandably. The B series ones, I've personally done 10,000 RPMs on them and I have no issues. So I might throw a B series one in there. And then I would think that the S2000 one would be the best because they go to like 9,000 RPM stock. So I might see if anybody has one of those laying around, and I might just throw one of those in there because I feel like that's going to be the best bet. If not, I'll probably try to find a B series one. They said you got to make like spacers or something like that to get it to fit. So yeah, that's all that stuff. All right, so it's the next day. I got all that stuff done yesterday or whatever. I'm out of argon, so I can't finish welding this to see how much it'll hold. So I'm kind of at a standstill. Like everything else is stuff I need to build. Like I need to mount the water pump, mount the fuel pump, all that stuff. But like I can't because I don't have argon. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and drop the fuels, or not the fuel cell, drop the gas tank out of it. So I already had it out before, so this is already undone here. I just unplugged the fuel sending unit, and now I'm just gonna jump up under here and go like this. And then it just has these two straps, one there and one there. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock these out real quick. And there's that, like 3 minutes later. Looks like we have a little mouse friend, but yeah, 3 minutes later, this is out. This actually has like a decent amount of gas in it. I'm pretty surprised. It's VP110. It's like 4 years old, but gas is expensive. I think I might drain some of this out and throw it in my four-wheeler. But now you can see we have all the room for activities now, and there's something that I want to do back here, so now we have room to do it. So I've been up under here in probably like 5 years. Now that I'm looking at some stuff, like for all motor car, like all these, that's probably a bad view right there. These little plates, they're just like plastic, but I'm gonna go ahead and take those out of there. It's a little bit of weight. And then this thing, the exhaust heat shield, we're not gonna need that since the exhaust is coming out the hood. So that'll save me probably like a little bit of drag there, judging by the way it's shaped. So yeah, there's a couple things I can do to get some weight out under here. But yeah, I'm just showing you guys that real quick. I guess it's still got a little bit in it maybe, but yeah, don't tell the EPA about that, we'll be all right. Yeah, it smells fine, so YOLO. Let's go put some on the floor. My girl, the old Moto 480. His joint needs gas anyway. Let's see. Oh God. Oh, apparently we're just gonna spill this all over the place. There we go. Let's see if we can get the old girl running. See how it rips on some VP 110 that's 4 years old. So apparently 4-year-old VP 110 is enough to run a Moto 480. The more you know. Alright, I think that may be it for this video. We did the ITBs, we did the water pump delete stuff. I gotta get fittings for that. We dropped the gas tank. I think that's probably it for this video. This week I have one car I'm working on, and then I'm gonna have the rest of the week to work on this. So I'm gonna try to get some fittings to do some more stuff with the fuel cell. I'm gonna try to mount the water pump, and I'm gonna try to mount the fuel pump. So that'll be in the next video, hopefully. So if you liked what you've seen, please like, follow, share, all that stuff. I super appreciate it, guys. We're almost to 1,000. We're getting pretty close. But thanks for watching. I'll see y'all later.